Hey Canucks fans, welcome to Clay's Canucks commentary for Sunday, January the 21st. Tonight the Canucks take on the Winnipeg Jets, ending off a massive 7-game road trip that was admittedly broken up a bit by the bye week, but still it's been 7 straight games on the road. Before we talk about tonight's game, let's talk about last night's game. A 5-2 loss to the Edmonton Oilers, and man, that was a rough one. The Edmonton Oilers looked faster, looked bigger, looked a lot more dangerous. In fact, all the forwards looked dangerous. Not only McDavid, of course, but Draisaitl, Maroon, Cassian, Kajulia, all these guys looked dangerous and made it really tough on the Canucks all night. For the fight, well, including the empty netter, almost all the goals were caused by odd man rushes. I'm not sure if it was a game plan by the Canucks for the defenseman to pinch in a bit or to be more aggressive, but it did lead. Yeah, sure, it might have led to a couple scoring chances, but also led to a lot of odd man chances against. And then when you guys have guys like Jake Virtanen trying to play defense, you saw how well that went on the Oilers' first goal. So we'll see if the Canucks kind of take a more conservative approach or kind of more steady approach. But as Travis Green said, they were chasing the game against the Oilers all night, and you could tell. They looked unsettled, they didn't look ready to play, and the Oilers certainly made them pay. Can't really fault Jacob Markstrom on the 4 goals he let in. One was an empty netter, the 5th one. So the 4 goals, it was 2-on-1s, it was odd man rushes, it was rebounds. Maybe that 3rd one, you didn't like that rebound, but for the rest of them, certainly not his fault, as he was battling 2-on-1s and cross crease passes the entire night. 2 small observations. Number 1, if Brock Boeser had scored on that breakaway that he had. Actually, it was a 2-0 with Vanek, a very short and quick 2-0, but it still was a 2-0. The Canucks were down 1-0 at the time after the early Oilers goal. So if Brock Boeser had scored on that shot, maybe the game's a little different. Then we're looking at 1-1 instead of potentially 2-0 or 2-1 for the Oilers or whatever it would have been. And it would have been great, I think, for Boeser's confidence. Not that he's playing with no confidence right now, but he has gone a few games now without a goal. It'd be nice to see him put one in the back of the net. And he had his chances. He fired 10 shots at net yesterday, but a lot of them were blocked or a lot of them actually missed the target. So it would be great for Boeser to get going. The other thing I noticed is, and it led to the Oilers' 4th goal. It's not the reason why they lost, but I noticed that the linesmen and the referees, the officials, were getting in the way of the Canucks a lot. And I know it's a fast game. I know you can't expect the officials never to get hit or block a puck. But I noticed twice in the opening 2 or 3 minutes that the Canucks were coming down the left side boards in the Edmonton zone and actually got stopped by the referee in that corner and the puck bouncing off him and then going the other way. And then sure enough, on the 4th goal, Stetcher was trying to make a play in the Edmonton zone, trying to skate back towards the point, and then the puck went off the linesman and led to the 2-on-1 goal, the Oilers' 4th goal. So again, not the reason why the Canucks lost, and I understand that the game is very fast and the officials can only do so much. But I just found it interesting that I didn't tweet or anything, but I noticed that right at the start of the game, and sure enough, it led to one of the Oilers' goals. I'm not making excuses, of course, but just small observation. That's what I do. I observe things when I watch the game. All right, for tonight, it sounds like Bo Horvat's going to play. As I record this now at 11 o'clock Vancouver time, there hasn't been official word, but Eric Gudbranson is being placed on the IR along with Derek Dorsett. So Gudbranson's on there with his back spasms. So that means there was an empty roster spot. So if Bo Horvat did get activated to play tonight, whether or not he will, we will see. We're waiting for an announcement. But I expect him to play. That means no one has to be sent down because Gudbranson's on the IR. So I see them playing Horvat with Baertschi and Boeser. Then you'll have likely Eriksson or Granlund, probably Eriksson with the Sedins. So now with Gagne and Vanek, you take Boeser off there, you probably want to center in there. So I actually see Sutter between Gagne and Vanek, and that leaves a 4th line of Dowd, Gauntz, and Granlund likely, especially if Eriksson plays with the Sedins. So again, Sedins and Eriksson, Boeser, Horvat and Baertschi, Sutter between Vanek and Gagne, and then Nick Dowd between Brendan Gauntz and Marcus Granlund. That's my guess, just a guess. My guess is that Jake Virtanen will sit. He hasn't been effective, and he had a really rough game last night, so perhaps Virtanen's the one who sits. Well, it'll be Virtanen or Gauntz, really, because you need Dowd as your 4th center. So I think it'll be Virtanen or Gauntz that sits with Horvat coming back. Granlund an outside chance, but likely it'll be Virtanen. That's my guess, at least, as much as I don't want it to be. Obviously, Horvat makes such a big difference in the lineup. The trickle-down effect. He plays in all situations. He takes face-offs. the Canucks were brutal with both Horvat and Sutter gone. Your two best face-off guys gone. So now it'll be nice to see both of them back. But yes, even strength, of course, propping up that top line, maybe get Besser going. Power play, resuming a spot in front of the net, playing with the Sedins and Besser and Edler. Granlund was in a spot, did okay, but didn't do that much. And then, of course, on the penalty kill, I know I've talked about Horvat not being the best penalty killer, but he can certainly take and win faceoffs, which is so important when you're killing a penalty. And then in Horvat's absence, the 5 guys that were getting a lot of penalty kill time, Sutter coming back, obviously, is Sutter and Eriksson, and then you had Nick Dowd and Marcus Granlund, and then Brendan Gaunce. So before actually Sutter came back, it was just the 4 of them. It was Gaunce, it was Dowd, it was Granlund, and it was Eriksson getting all the penalty kill time. Now you add Brandon Sutter to the mix and Bo Horvat to the mix. You could actually go with 3 pairings as opposed to 2. So look for that. And then basically with Horvat coming in, maybe they'll ease him in a little bit, but ultimately he'll be averaging 18, 19 minutes a night. So obviously that means less minutes for other guys with Horvat playing in all situations. And we know the record of the Canucks. When Horvat was gone, of the 18 games, the Canucks have only won 4 while Horvat was gone. So that's really bad. They've scored almost half a goal less in his absence. They've given up half a goal more in his absence. And obviously the Canucks become an easier team to play against, and they don't become as dangerous on the offensive end. So I'm excited. He's my favorite player. Well, Horvat, Besser, and Virtanen, all 3 of them. But Horvat's the only one I've written a rap song for. So I really hope he plays. We will see. We'll track it as the day goes. And if he doesn't play today, I'm almost certain he'll play on Tuesday night in the first home game when the Canucks return home to play Los Angeles. All right, Canucks fans, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you think. What you think of last night's game? What do you expect from today? How do you think the Canucks will do with Horvat coming back? Who does it affect the most? Are you okay with Virtanen if Virtanen's a healthy scratch? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read what you think. And subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already. Just notice how bright it is behind me as I'm driving. But hopefully you're not blinded, neither am I. Don't want to get a car accident here. All right, have a great day. Enjoy the game. God bless. And go Canucks go.